Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your February 16th through the 28th of 2021 five-card overall energy tarot card reading. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. It's meant for the larger collective of Geminis. It's intended for informational purposes only, and some of the information may not resonate with all Geminis, and that's totally understandable. Please take what fits and let the rest go. Remember that it is a general reading. And real quick, I would like to ask, if you haven't done so already, ask for your support to please like the video and please subscribe to my channel. Both those two are critical algorithms for YouTube, and they use that in order to market new channels to a wider audience. And I'm still relatively a new channel as of less than a year, and I would appreciate your support if you can do those two things. And if you've already done them, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and very kindly, I do. If you'd like more information about the five-card reading, look at the description below, and I'll give you more information. Just in brief, of the five cards, the first card represents your past influences. This is energy, overall energy for the collective of Geminis that was resonating. In some cases, it could have resolved itself. In other cases, it still could be lingering. The second card here represents your present energy. This is things that are going on right now. The third card represents your future energies. These are energies that things that are on the cusp or are soon to occur. The fourth card here represents challenges, and keep in mind that challenges aren't anything negative. It's sometimes presented as information for you, and in most cases it's presented as choices that you can make, and of course using your own free will. And the fifth card represents your outcome energies for this time period, things that are coming to a close or are closing for you. So with that, our first card here we have is a major arcana card. It is, sorry, there's a glare there, is the Emperor. And this is in your past influences. So angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for our Geminis why the Emperor is showing up in their past influences during this time frame, please. Okay. Well, Gemini, understand that this card represents the Emperor here represents a father figure, particularly in the tarot deck. And an Emperor suggests that an energy that you're adopting or had adopted sometime between the last 30, 60, even 6 months, a fatherly role. And it doesn't matter whether you're male or female because it's not gender-based. This is about a role that was important to providing for your family. It was about protecting and defending your loved ones. And in some cases, you might have been the breadwinner or the rock for those that rely on you for stability and security. And the energy that's represented here is an energy that represents a powerful leader, one who demands and commands respect and authority. There's status and power and recognitions that are essential to you and your understanding, and it's an area where you're most comfortable, being in a leadership role, and because it allows you sort of to command and direct others in a positive way. And you were able to do such in a fair way. It demonstrated energy that for many Geminis you had a clear vision, about what you were wanting to create for yourself, and that you had the ability to organize individuals around you to help you achieve whatever goal or project you were working on. And you exhibited the energy of listening to others, and even though you had the final say, any sort of conflict that may have arisen in this past didn't really scare you. You weren't hesitating to use your power to protect those that you care about in making the right decision, and so there's a fairness here. And in return, those closest to you, respected you and felt a loyalty to you, and you really did sort of shine as a leader in whatever way, whether it was for your family, for friends, for work, or whatever. It's just that leadership sort of mannerisms and behaviors, and sort of an influencer of others. Keep in mind here, Geminis, that the Emperor reflects a system that's bound by sort of rules and regulations, and it's about creating law and boundaries and applying principles and guidelines to any sort of specific situation. and it's done so in a way that there's calmness, and calm is done instead of chaos. um, and when you are able to use a sort of calm, sort of common sense approach to the wherever the chaos is involved, you're able to map out the appropriate actions that are needed to resolve it and help others resolve their own issues. It's about being systematic and strategic, but I can't speak, and feeling highly organized in your approach when you're doing so, and you stick to a plan once it's established, because that foundation is critical. Um, the other energy I'm picking up here for Geminis is that it also signifies, for some Geminis, that you're able to exhibit sort of a lot of knowledge and a lot of expertise, whether it's in your professional capacity or even in an informal capacity. And throughout your course of life, you've gained a valuable wisdom and a life experience, and now you have an opportunity to offer guidance, whether it's formal or informal, to others, whether it's advice or direction, or because someone else around you or near you benefited from it or approached you. And this could have been either a formal, informal role as a teacher or a coach, a boss, or even a good friend. You were able to give advice to someone that meant a lot, and you were passing on really about wise, common sense information that helped others. So good. In our present energy, we have the Three of Cups. However, the Three of Cups is in reverse position. You can see it there. Sorry about the glare there. So, angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for our Geminis why the Three of Cups is in their present energy in the reverse position, please. Okay. The For the larger collective of Geminis, understand that the Three of Cards is an energy of celebration. It's a friendship. It's a sister brotherhood. It's creative collaboration. Um, your present energy here I'm picking up for the larger collective of Geminis is that you're wanting to surround yourself with friends and family that and especially those that support you and lift you up to higher levels of success. This is an energy of wanting to celebrate with them and enjoy their camaraderie, and particularly with COVID-19, perhaps you haven't seen them, or you're going to find creative ways to be able to get in touch with people that mean a lot to you, whether it's technology or some other way. But the energy here is you want to, these people are important to you, whether they're friends or family or whoever. But it's like-minded people, and there's an energy when you get together is high, and you know that you can do and feel amazing when you're all together. The Three of Cups is an energy that indicates a very sociable period. It could be surrounded by a birthday or a wedding or an anniversary or a holiday season or something, but it's being with family and friends that are dear to you, and you're seeing this as an opportunity for you to really let your hair down and forget about your day-to-day sort of commitments and obligations for a while, and it allows you to spend quality time with friends and with family, and bottom line, enjoy yourself, and they will enjoy it as well. The energy from this card is an invitation, again, Gemini, for you to collaborate with others on any sort of creative project. You're going to get inspired by each other from whoever you're working with, and there's the energy for you to understand, to be mindful of that collectively. When you're working together with others with a common goal in mind, it's for the greater good of others, and by reaching out to others and banding together, you can achieve a great deal of sharing this positive energy and this passion to a wider audience or community. The Three of Cups energy in your present energy is a very creative card, and it suggests to you that you may pursue sort of any creative outlet within a group environment to go for it. And it's a great way to connect with others, which is extremely important to you right now, Gemini. And by doing so, you can exchange and access each other's creative abilities. Yeah, that's awesome. So in our third card, we have our future energies. We have another major arcana card, and we have here the Justice card. So, angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for our Geminis why the Justice card is in their future energies, please. Okay. Gemini's, the Justice card, understand, represents justice as it sounds. It's an energy of fairness. It's about truth and law, and that's where the energy is based at. So in this case, in your future energies, I'm picking up that for some Geminis, you're going to be called to account for some action that you had, and you're going to be judged accordingly in some way. So you have to understand that if you acted in alignment with your higher self and it was for the greater good of others, you have nothing to worry about. Justice is going to be in your back pocket, and you will be rewarded in some sense. However, if you haven't acted in your best interest or took advantage of others, the Justice card is going to call it out, and you're going to be essentially forced to own up and to own up to your actions. This card is really about shaking you in your boots, and know and understand that the Justice card isn't as black and white as sometimes we think. There is a level of compassion and understanding that accompanies the Justice card, and although for some areas you may have done something that you perhaps regret, this card, or the energy of this Justice card, is also letting you know that you will be treated fairly and without bias. But the key here in this learning lesson here is that if you have not done good by others, you have to be ready to take responsibility for your actions and to stand accountable for any of the consequences. And that's the lesson here. If the other hand, that justice was undone to you, and if you're seeking justice, then the Justice card is a positive sign for those areas that it will indeed be served. You may be part of a legal case waiting for some sort of final authority or a judgment from the courts, or there's a governing body or institution. It's a formal ruling in most cases, and you have to understand that if you've been waiting for this, there's a reason for some sort of delay if it hasn't occurred already, but it's going to be passed down. And once the decision is made, it's important that you, Gemini, accept the decision, and then move on, because let it go. There is no retrials on this sort of energy thing, and there's no second chances when the upright justice is or the Justice card is in an upright position, which it is. Understand for Geminis, the Justice card can appear in your reading, and right now it's appearing in your future energies, because you're going to be called upon to make an important choice that has the potential for long-term repercussions. So be aware that whatever decision is made or whatever you decide to do, there's going to be an impact based on this decision that you have, and that impact is going to affect the well-being and of yourself and the well-being of others that are close to you. So if you have a choice, it's reminding you and asking you to be mindful to choose consciously and connecting with your inner guidance system, your intuition, to use it. It's going to ask you to answer your responses that are in alignment with your highest good for all, and be ready to stand by your decisions, as you will be held accountable for the choices that you make. And it's important to ask yourself, do I stand by my decisions and the consequences of my action? If you cannot, then it's going to ask you to sort of dig deeper and sort of plunge into the shadows of what's right and wrong, until you find a place where you can stand in your own integrity and your personal strength. Understand, Geminis, at its core, that justice is about search for truth. So, as you are exploring the truth, you will discover things that perhaps were not as clear cut as you had thought. And it can ask you to be prepared to dip into the murky waters of this and sort of explore what truth means to you. It's allowing you to be consciously aware of what you believe in to be true and what you believe to be fair and ethical. So, just understand that things may not be as clear cut as you think they are. So prepare yourself for a challenge, and it's going to allow you to explore new territories that have to do with your belief system as well. So it could be a positive card for you. In our fourth card, we have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands here is in your challenging energies, and it's in the upright position. Angel Spirit Guides, please help us understand for the King of Wands why it's in our Gemini's challenging energies right now, please. Okay. Geminis, understand that the King of Wands represents pure fire energy, and it's in a masculine form. And again, it doesn't have anything to do with gender. It's different from the other sort of wands, the cards within the wands tarot card system. The king is an energy that's not so interested in creation or creativity, or even dreaming of ideas and implementing them for himself. Instead, this energy is more inclined to take an idea and then enlist others to help him actualize it. So thus, in this energy, this king energy of the wands, is a sign that you're stepping into a role of a visionary leader in some case, whether it's work or home or group or activity, at some level. But just think of it at that level, no matter how complicated or uncomplicated. And you're ready to direct people to help you reach a common goal. You're going to find yourself having a much better, clearer vision of where you want to go. And now you're sort of manifesting that vision with the support of those who are around you, who can help you. And you're going to find that others who want to help you are naturally going to gravitate towards you, because you're exhibiting this charismatic, focused, and determined energy. And the people that are closest to you are really believing that in you, and it's a great feeling for you to have, and they want to be a part of it. So they're here to, those other people are going to support you, and they're going to help you really do most of the work in some ways of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, and you're the director of it. Understand, Gemini, that the King of Wands reminds you to lead your life with intent, with vision, and with long-term view. That's really the takeaway message from the King of Wands here, energy. So Geminis, if you have a grand idea of what's truly possible, you will stop at nothing to see it through, because it's meant to go in that direction. So however, in order to do that for you, this energy is not going to be, blink your eyes and it happens. The energy is there to sort of whisk you away and help you push forward that idea so that you can attain it to be possible. And it's going to rely upon your sense of maturity to help your vision move right through the end till you accomplish it. And you're going to find yourself during this time is that you're going to achieve a lot more than you normally can, because you're going to be clearer about what it is, the direction that you want to go, and how you're going to get there. This is not about wasting time. This is not about being wishy-washy. This is about you not even going with the flow. This is a very clear direction that's positive in where you want to go, as long as it has a greater good, and it's not taking advantage of others. That's the key. So understand, Geminis, that the power or the appearance of the King of Wands here is suggesting that you have an opportunity that's going to present itself to you, and and you have the power to take on the challenge. So if and to understand that you are the determining factor of the situation. So if you want it to be successful, Geminis, it will. And equally, if you're not committed to it, you're going to struggle to get anything going, and it's going to be a challenge for you. So this is an energy that's asking you to be mindful that you can create any outcome that you wish, and be mindful of your intentions and vision, because you hold the power for it. The laws of attraction are very clear here. Positivity attracts positivity. So your challenging energy here is, what are you going to do with it? Do you take that role, or do you ignore it? And finally, in our fifth card, which is our outcomes energies, we have another major arcana card here. And this card is represented by the represented by the death card. Now, keep in mind, the death card does not mean literal death. It means it's a pause, or some sort of change. Angel Spirit Guides, please help us understand for our Geminis what the death card is being here and their outcome energies during this time frame, please. So, okay, Geminis. First, you have to understand that the death card is often a misunderstood card and sometimes feared by others. However, it doesn't mean a literal death, and it doesn't mean for you to freak out, or no one's going to keel over all of a sudden and die. Actually, the death card can be really one of the most positive cards in the tarot deck. What the energy that the death card represents, it's an energy that is encouraging you to sort of to a pause and reflect, and it symbolizes sort of an end of a major phase or aspect of your life that you realize is no longer serving you. So by doing such, you're putting death to that energy, or that thought process, or that pattern or relationship, something that wasn't in your best interest. You're putting an end to it. That's what it means in your outcomes. And so it symbolizes there's an end of a major phase or aspect of your life that you realize, again, that's no longer serving you. So that's the positivity part of it. And by doing such, you're opening yourself, to the possibility of something that's more valuable and essential to you. Keep in mind, that saying of, to close one door, it opens another. It's critical that you understand that you put the past behind you and you part ways. So the energy is for you to understand, to be ready to embrace new opportunities and possibilities. And in some cases, it may be difficult for you to let go of your past. But as soon as you do, you will see the importance and the promise of renewal and this transformation that you're desiring. If you resist these sort of necessary endings, you're most likely going to continue to experience pain, and whether it's emotional or physical. So it's the energy's way of encouraging you to use your imagination, use your intuition, and visualize what new possibilities are of whatever situation that's bringing you pain, or something that is triggering pain for you. And it allows you to have more constructive patterns to emerge, so that you can have new experiences. Keep in mind, Geminis, too, that the death card also is an energy that demonstrates sort of a significant transformation. It's a change or transition. So in some cases, Geminis, you need to transform yourself and clear away from something that was old and bring in the new. So any change should be welcomed in a positive or cleansing, transformational sort of force of life. And the death energy card is a way of clearing any limited factors, so that it opens the door for you for more broader and more satisfying experiences. Keep in mind and to understand that the death card energy has elements of sometimes sudden and unexpected change. So, just as in the literal life, like death, it can happen to everyone, no matter who you are, or how much money you have, or where you live, or what color your skin is. It's the same with a significant change. And so the death card is a significant change card. And it can be a sign for some Geminis that you may feel as though, you're sort of caught between you're on a path that's where there's a sweeping change, and you can't escape it, or it's going to be some sort of unexpected surprise that creates new opportunities and provides advantages for you to be able to change something. Um, Also understand that the death card is, as an energy, is a sign that you need in some ways to let go of unhealthy attachments in your life, that will allow you to pave the way for more fuller and more fulfilled life, that has a deeper meaning and significance to you. The death card, the energy of the death card, symbolizes it's time for you to let go of outworn and outgrown ways, and by doing such will allow you to move forward from them. Um, so understand that this is a perfect card to sort of break bad habits or bad patterns of behavior, and to see this as an energy that's allowing you to sort of cut out excess and to go for what is necessary in your life, that brings you joy and meaning. And just think of it as you want to sort of purge old belongings, memories, and old baggage, emotional baggage that's getting in your way, and that's what the energy is. It's going to encourage you to do such, and by doing such will open up the new possibilities for you. So it's a good card. So with that said, thank you, Geminis, for watching this video, and please click on the like the video and click on subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it if you do, and if you've already done so, thank you again very much. Feel free to leave a comment if any part of this reading resonated with you, and if it didn't, it's totally okay. Let it go, and it was meant for somebody else. And I guess that's about it. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of February, Geminis, and we will see you in the March. Thank you again. Take care.